aspire to create a broad-based movement that will create so much pressure that the governments launch negotiations on a new international treaty to prohibit weapon systems that would select and engage targets without meaningful human control.
A machine is not a moral anything. It's a machine. So allowing machines to, in theory, through algorithms, decide what they will target and what they will attack is one of the huge reasons why we consider it to be crossing the Rubicon and grossly unethical and immoral. Machines should be in the service of human beings. Human beings should not be in the service of machines. Killer robots, as I understand how they would like to see them, with perhaps one pilot overseeing a swarm of 100 fighter jets, how could that one human being possibly control what those weapons do? It is totally impossible. Meaningful human control means that a human being is making the target and control the target and kill decision, period.
If we allow autonomous weapons to deploy and select and engage with their own targets, we will see disproportionate false fatalities, error rates with people of color, people with disabilities, anybody who has been excluded from the training sets by virtue of the builder's own inherent bias. And I don't think that we as a community, as a global international community, want to disproportionately target vulnerable communities, especially under the guise of authoritarian regimes. In my experience at a computer vision startup where I was for about 2 years, I can tell you firsthand that these algorithms find new and spectacular ways to fail. And in so many ways, they do it such that humans just simply can't understand what went wrong, what they need to do to correct it, or how to fix the problems.
It's directed almost 3,000 precision strikes last year. We're super proud of it. It allows you to separate the bad guys from the good. It's a big deal. But we have something much bigger. Your kids probably have one of these, right? Not quite. That skill is all AI. It's flying itself. Its processor can react 100 times faster than a human. The stochastic motion is an anti-sniper feature. Just like any mobile device these days, it has cameras and sensors, and just like your phones and social media apps, it does facial recognition. Inside here is 3 grams of shaped explosive. This is how it works. Did you see that? That little bang is enough to penetrate the skull and destroy the contents. They used to say guns don't kill people, people do. Well, people don't. They get emotional, disobey orders, aim high. Let's watch the weapons make the decisions. Now trust me, these were all bad guys. Now that is an airstrike of surgical precision. It's one of a range of products. Trained as a team, they can penetrate buildings, cars, trains, evade people, bullets, pretty much any countermeasure. They cannot be stopped. Now, I said this was big. Why? Because we are thinking big. Watch. A to kill half a city, the bad half. Nuclear is obsolete. Take out your entire enemy, virtually risk-free. Just characterize him, release the swarm, and rest easy. These are available today. We have a distribution network taking orders from military, law enforcement, and specialist clients.
The nation is still recovering from yesterday's incident, which officials are describing as some kind of automated attack, which killed 11 U.S. senators at the Capitol building.
They flew in from everywhere and attacked just one side of the aisle. People were screaming.
You can see high windows, very small, precisely punctured to gain entry to the building.
What did you do for the victim? I just did what I could for you. Things weren't even interested in me. They're just buzzing.
Government sources admit the intelligence community has no idea who perpetrated the attack, nor whether it was a state, group, or even a single individual.
So if we can't defend ourselves, then we strike back.
We are investing very heavily in classified defense projects.
We make it our deterrent like our nuclear deterrent. We stockpile in the millions, the billions.
At key facilities. The White House, the New York Stock Exchange, Wall Street.
In their homes.
Well, we wish we had boots on the ground in every community in this country, but we don't. So our instructions,
Ollie?
our suggestions are to stay in touch with
Ollie, oh, hi. Hi, Ollie, honey. How's Edinburgh today? How are all your studies going, huh?
Great.
Oh, great. Hey, aren't we doing a video call today?
I'm kind of with people, so.
Oh, well, come on, Oliver, put her on.
Oh, no, it's not like that.
Oh, well, listen, I see some photos here with somebody, and I can see lots of likes, and what's that all about? Oh, shit, here's on your mom. On the spy stuff and the military? What is this video right here? Oh.
No, I'm not going to click on it. It's human rights thing on oppression or whatever.
Honey, you're not going into politics, are you? I mean, no.
Safe theater, just like you said it would be.
Heavy traffic approaching the A720 this morning due to police activity.
Police are not saying this morning what prompted the alert.
Claim relaxing firearm legislation would be useless against the so-called slaughter box.
Best to stay away from crowds. When indoors, keep windows covered with shutters.
Protect your family. Stay inside. Authorities are still struggling to make sense of an attack on university campuses worldwide, which targeted some students and not others. The search for a motive is apparently turning to...
Who have done this?
Anyone. Dumb weapons drop where you point them. Smart weapons consume data. When you can find your enemy using data, even by a hashtag, you can target an evil ideology right where it starts.
Science fiction has seeped into science reality this week, as a robotics company showed off its sniper rifle-equipped RoboDog at the Association of the U.S. Army's annual convention in Washington, D.C. Sure, the quadruped robot might resemble a good boy, but it's packing a built-in sniper rifle capable of engaging targets from 3/4 of a mile away. The service could operate this robotic weapon system remotely. Importantly, it would only engage targets with permission from a human being. This RoboDog, known as Vision 60, comes from Philadelphia-based Ghost Robotics, a startup focused on legged robots. Previously, we've spotted Vision 60 robots in U.S. military service during a 2020 U.S. Air Force exercise at Nellis Air Force Base in Nevada. There, the machines help to establish a security cordon. Air bases, which often require runways that are thousands of feet long, can be difficult to patrol effectively, and the robo-dogs make it easier to rely on fewer humans for the job. This new, ARN version of the Vision 60 is equipped with the special-purpose unmanned rifle, SPUR. It's a 10-shot rifle chambered in a 6.5mm Creedmoor, a new, medium-caliber, high-velocity, long-range precision round. The Creedmoor is known in shooting circles for having a relatively flat ballistic trajectory, making it more of a hit-what-you-see round at longer ranges than older cartridges like the .308 Winchester. The robot's human controller is in charge of SPUR, a 30x electro-optical thermal scope, assists in the weapon's target acquisition and aiming. The Vision 60 looks a lot like Spot, the internet-famous robo-dog from Waltham, Massachusetts-based Boston Dynamics. Both quadruped robots were involved in the September 2020 exercise at Nellis Air Force Base. The similarities don't stop there, either. Both can climb staircases, navigate complicated terrain, and right themselves if they fall over. Vision 60 and Spot each have a maximum payload of 31 pounds. The two robots have the same top speed of 5.24 feet per second, but Ghost Robotics claims Vision 60 will eventually gain the ability to sprint at 9.84 feet per second, or 6.71 miles per hour. Vision 60 is capable of remote-controlled or autonomous operation. In remote-controlled mode, a human operator would select a target and then open fire. However, current U.S. military policy on autonomous systems prohibits automatic target engagement,